Hey everyone, welcome to episode on our Linux series. In this episode, we are going to discuss about installation of software packages within your Linux system and how it is normally being done. In our previous episodes, we have briefly covered about some of the important concepts of Linux. If you have not watched it already, please watch it. There will be a link in the description as well as in the pin comments to the playlist as well as some of the interesting videos which has been covered in our previous episodes. Please let me know your thoughts as well as doubts in the comment box and don't hesitate to reach out on the Discord community. The team will be working with you for clarifying your doubts as well as one-on-one connections. So in this episode, we are going to briefly understand what exactly is a package management system on Linux, how the package managers work, what is the two-level flow, how to work with different package management systems associated to multiple Linux distribution families. Finally, a small illustration on how to install as well as remove a software package within a Linux distribution. Without any further delay, let's jump into the topic. So what exactly is the package management system on Linux? The core part of the Linux distribution and the add-on softwares which are installed in the Linux distribution is via your package management system. You can consider package management system is the core for installing or removing any kind of software within your Linux distribution, right? When it comes to a Linux package, what exactly it is? A Linux package can be Python 3, Java, Apache, etc., etc. In a simple term, if you want to understand, let's say you want to run a Python 3 based web application within your server. Before running your program, which is written in Python, you need to install the associated package for running that. In this case, Python 3 has to be installed before your web application goes live within your Linux server. In that case, package management systems helps us to install all the binaries or all the packages which is required for the program to run efficiently in the production environment, right? So when it comes to understanding the package or breaking down the package can be segregated into two sections. One is being your file and second is being your instruction to make the package work, right? It can be the combination of files as well as instruction, which makes a single package. That is how package is bundled and installed into your Linux distribution. As simple as that. Now, how exactly package managers work? What are the labels of package managers, right? So when it comes to working with different distribution families, there are different kind of package managers which work across different families, right? So there are two main families or package manager which works on most of the distributions. One is within your Debian family system. Second is your SUSE family system, and quite similarly Red Hat family system, which is quietly similar to it. And it has two levels of the package management. One is your high level package manager. Second is your low level package manager. When it comes to high level package manager, Debian uses apt as its high level package manager, and in the low level, DPKG is the low level package manager who does all the communication within it, right? What exactly is the low level tool? Low level tool or low level package manager's job is to unpack all the individual packages to run the scripts or get the software installed correctly within your system. While high level tool, the main job of it is to work with group of other packages or other package managers to download the packages either from the vendor given online utilities or figure out what are the dependencies which will be required for running the particular package. Let's say, for example, I want to install a simple package, let's say Python 3. Okay. When it comes to a combination of Python 3 package, as I mentioned, a package can be a combination of files, which is nothing but a code, and some instruction, which helps the package to run efficiently on a particular Linux system, right? So when you do install a Python 3, the first step of the high level package manager is to look for the binaries, whether it is already available or not. If it is not available, then it will try to look for the vendor provided libraries or vendor provided repository to search for those dependencies and all the packages or the files within that package and install it. Once it does it, it will pass that information to the low level packager, and this is where this low level package manager will run the programs, install it, manage all the dependencies, do all the job for you. So that is how the two level of package management works within your Linux system, right? And when it comes to SUSE family and Red Hat family, both has two different high-level package manager in the form of Zyper and DNF. Under the hood, they use a low-level package manager in the form of RPA, right? Both low-level package manager talks directly to the Linux system for doing any or getting the job done within the system or talking to the kernel, right? So that is how the theoretical, aspect of working of a package management or package manager within your Linux system, right? Now, let's see how it works within your Linux system. Let's say I want to install some package or some softwares within my Linux system. So I'm using a Ubuntu machine. So Ubuntu is part of Debian family, as you know, and as I mentioned, Ubuntu or Debian families uses apt as a high level package manager. If you want to run anything, first thing which you do is you try to update your package list or update the binaries which are available within your repos, right? If you want to understand in a high level how it normally works is there will be a repo which is already managed by your organization. In our case, our cloud provider AWS manages its own repo. They are the responsible for upgrading all the version of a particular package. Any latest package which they are releasing or Debian or Ubuntu is releasing, they will fetch it and they will update within their repository or within their source code you can consider. And our package manager will try to fetch that each time you are trying to install any software within your Linux system or you want to update anything. For updating your package manager, what you do is the command which we use is sudo apt. Apt is my high level package manager which works on Debian, followed by update. So this command, what will do, it will refresh the package manager within my Linux distribution and it will update it. It will do so many background processes which is not necessary to know, but it does lot many things. And once it is finishes, all your package will be refreshed with latest packages which are available within the repository, which is fetched from the vendor. In this case, Debian, right? Now I want to install a package. How I do? I use apt, sudo apt install. Always remember, installing anything requires a root privileges, so that any command which you run, it has to start from sudo. So that is why I am using sudo apt install followed by I want to install a program curl. Okay, so if I do, here you can say multiple files will be installed. In this case, it is already installed, and that is why it has not. In this case, if something is not installed, it will try to install it. If it is already installed, it will try to upgrade or update to a new version, right? Let's say I want to install a software, Apache 2. Okay, so Apache 2 is the Apache 2 server. So I will try to install it. I have to provide yes. Without that, it will not install. You can see there are multiple binaries which is installed under the hood and enabling all the services within that. And I don't have to carry about it or don't have to give any further installation or instruction to it. Your package manager will take care of it. That is how I install a particular package within my Linux system. Now I want to remove that which I have written or installed. What I do, sudo apt remove Apache 2. So what it will do, it will remove that, as simple as that. If I will give yes, and it will remove. That's it, right? Now I want to upgrade all the installed packages. What I do, apt upgrade. So what it will do, it will upgrade whatever the existing versions which are installed. It will just upgrade the binaries within my local repository, right? So it will try to fetch it from the internet and it will upgrade in my local repository. Under the hood, trust me, many things happens, but the beauty of Linux is that you don't have to care about it or you don't have to worry about it. If you are interested, you can dig through it, but as a intermediate level or starting level, it is not required. So Linux has all the control and Linux has all the power to do the job for you under the hood, right? So that is how you play or work with the package manager for installing, removing, and upgrading and updating the packages within the Linux. Now, last thing which I want to cover is how to see where exactly the configuration of my packages are, right? So there is a location where all the packages are being listed or the repository from which it is fetching is being listed. Normally, it is inside etc apt sources list.d is the path where you will have a file, something like this, and it will have all the information with regards to your package manager or the vendor which your cloud provider has configured or attached to this particular Linux system from which you get information. If you want to attach your own repo or your enterprise level repo, you can do that as well in this, but there is a disclaimer: don't try to do it within your production system or within your enterprise system. This is for your information and knowledge purpose. and it can do a lot many things for by changing it, but this is just for your information purpose. So this is the path where your repository configuration or repo configuration will be present, and if you want to change it, you can change it, right? So why I have showed you, because most of the time in the interviews it is a asked question. If you want to choose or want to configure your custom repo within your Linux, how to do it? You can get into this directory and you can configure your repo description. Within this there is more configuration around it, but this is the starting point, right? You can simply answer. It can be done within etc apt source.list.d folder, and we can change the value of the repo, but it requires sudo privileges and it requires permission, and without authorization doing it is not recommended. As simple as that. You can do it or answer it. So yeah, that is about the package management. It has lot many applications, and if you want to know more about it, please put your thoughts and ask in the comment. I will try to make more videos if it requires or interest arises. And with that, that's it for today's episode. Hope you like it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in next episode. Thank you.